All right, what's up, cousin? So everyone has been asking me to do this wig review, not even a wig review, just how I install my wig. So I'm finally doing a video. So we're using the What Lace Sensational in ZELENA, I think is the name of this wig. I'm gonna show it again. So see, but I'll also put the link to it in the description of this YouTube video. But yeah, so I'm just showing the construction of the cap. Here is what it looks like straight out the pack. It's got two combs in the front, one in the back, and parting space throughout the front. So first thing I do is put it on my canvas wig head, and I'm going to take some T-pins and pin down the lace because we're going to pluck this a little bit just to make it look a little bit more realistic. So I'm pulling out the baby hairs that they give you automatically, and I'm just pulling down on the lace and pulling up while I pluck through the hairline. So I don't be wanting it to look like it's balding, so I don't really do a lot of tweezing, but just enough to give it some general and natural looking hairline. Anybody that knows me knows I have cowlicks on the side, from both of my sides, so I always try to pluck my wig to look the same so that I still look like me, even though I got the lace front on. So that's literally all I'm doing here. So I'm just parting the hair and then plucking behind it to give it more of that natural look. And I would say less is more. It's like pluck a little, take a look at it, see if you like it, and then go back and pluck more if you feel like you need to. Because, once you pluck it all out, then you can't put it back in, but you could always pluck a little bit more later on. So, like I said, I don't do a lot of plucking, just enough to make it look natural, at least natural to me. So, yeah. So, next up, after I feel like I have adequately pluck the wig, I'm gonna comb through it or brush through it so I can get all of the excess hair out of the wig. See, it's just a little bit, not too much. And then I noticed that the wig was crooked, so I had to put it back on the canvas because I didn't want to part it wrong. So I'm centering my wig, and then I'm about to do a middle part because y'all know a middle part. But you could do a side part with this wig too, but I just decided I want to do a middle part. And next I'm going to take my wax stick, and I'm going to wax it because I'm about to flat iron the hair, because although this is a synthetic wig, it does take heat. But just be careful when you're putting heat on it because you don't want to put too much because you can change the texture of the hair. So I mostly just flat iron to kind of put it into place where I want the part to be. And once I do that, I'm now going to go in with my shears. So not regular shears, but the kind with like the comb in them. So I use these on all of my wigs. It helps them from getting tangled. And basically I just go through each part of the wig. I section it through and I cut from the ends of the hair all the way up to the base, like the neck of the wig. And I just go up through each section and cut and thin out the wig, because they be putting like 7 bulks of hair in these synthetic wigs. So I cut all of that out and then I just comb it through with a fine tooth comb. That way you can make sure you get all the hair out of there, because you don't want to have like hair shedding and falling out while you're walking around. So comb through all of that. I usually use the fine tooth comb, and then sometimes I go back through it with the paddle brush as well, just to make sure that I got everything out of there. And now we are going to put the wig on. So first things first, I lied. We gotta add some color to it because every wig be light skinned and doesn't blend, even though they're like, this blends well with you. It doesn't. So I'm putting my Black Radiance powder on the inside of my wig so that it blends a little bit better. I always still have to add a little bit more makeup like after I finish installing it, but this helps to make the colors go a little bit better. But now I'm cutting off. So every time I put in my wig, the first thing I do is have to like make sure it matches my head, because I got a little peanut head and sometimes the wigs be a little big. But this one was pretty good. So I'm going to cut the ear flaps off first, once I get it placed correctly. And then after I cut off the ear flaps, then I work in sections on putting down my wig. So I cut little flaps in the top section part. You'll see me cut like right there, like right above my eyebrow on both sides. And that's just so that I can like glue down each piece separately versus trying to do the whole wig at one time, because that's too much work. So now I'm going in with, this is like my favorite. I like it better than Got to Be. It's the Ebon, I'll put it in the description, but it's the Ebon Extreme Hold, and I've been using that over Got to Be. I feel like Got to Be do not play with my sweat. I sweat a lot, like all the time, and I sweat in my head on a regular basis, so Got to Be glue does not work for me. That's like for a quick photo shoot, but if I need to be able to like wear it throughout the day, then I use the Ebon on there because I just feel like it works better. So literally each section I'm just going through, spraying the Ebon on there and then blow drying it down to make sure that it make sure that it sticks and dries, child. I don't even know what I was talking about this thing. From the ear flap all the way up, and I just go through and I blow dry on all of this parts here for each section. So that's basically what we're doing here. I'm gonna stop talking though so you can just take a look. And sometimes the lace be fighting me. That's what's going on right here. So I'm trying to like redo it or whatever. But if you guys just put a little bit more on there, do another layer, glue that bit down. If you see it's too far back, that was like on my little like, I have like hair that comes forward past my hairline, and sometimes the lace be on it, so I'll be having to move it forward so I don't be pulling out my little edges and stuff. It's really weird. It's like right by my eyebrow. But anyways, finally got it together, put down the melt band, and in the meantime, now I'm going to style my actual hair. So obviously it really didn't matter that I put a part in there when I was doing on the canvas wig head, because y'all saw I just had to make a new part because I combed it all back when I was putting it on. But basically that's what I'm doing now, is trying to find the middle of my head so I can make this a middle part, and kind of comb out if there's any extra pieces or anything like that. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is take a bristle brush, and I do this on all of my wigs so that they don't have that bumpy lumpy look at the top. Literally just take your blow dryer, put it on high heat, and brush down with the bristle brush. Jesus Christ, the bristle brush, so that the wig lays down correctly. And now I'm just kind of styling it while I'm waiting for the melt band to melt my lace into my forehead. But yeah, and obviously because it's synthetic, the curls are already in there, so you just kind of got to play around with them until they kind of do what you want them to do. So this is what it looks like, final product. And now I'm gonna put a little makeup on so I look like somebody. Boom. Okay, so there you go. There is the final product. Like I said, sometimes you just gotta kind of play with the curls until you figure out what you like, or the style you like. More than likely I'm gonna keep this in the middle part, but if you do want, like I said, you can part it on the side as well, and wear it that way. But yeah, so that's how I install my wigs. And also, like, cutting it makes them last a little bit longer. They don't get tangled when you kind of thin them out a little bit. At least they don't for me. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe below if you want to see more videos like this. And if you want me to try out any other wigs, send me the link to the wig and I will try it out. But yeah, see you later, cousins. Deuces.